guys, and thanks for tuning in to Cupcakes and Coupons. Today we are going to make pizza dough. Easy pizza dough. First we're going to start out with a quarter of a cup of warm water, just out of warm tap water. Not too hot because you don't want to kill the yeast. Next we are going to add my secret ingredient, which is brown sugar. I'm adding a half a teaspoon. Can add between a quarter and a half a teaspoon. I think it just adds a little flavor to our pizza dough. Next, I'm going to add yeast. Get that cut. And just pour that on in. Okay. Next, we will give that a little stir. Let it sit for a while. I say 5-10 minutes. Watch it poof up, and then we'll be ready for our next step. Okay, while that rises, we're going to add our hook attachment or dough attachment, whatever you like to call it. But this is definitely the attachment that you should use when you are making bread, unless you want to knead the bread yourself. This a lot easier. And add that. I already have 3 cups of AP flour in the mixing bowl. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Get that in, and I'm going to give her a stir just to get it all mixed in together. Okay, while I was waiting on my yeast mixture to activate, I went ahead and filled up my kettle so that I can use it to steam the dough, and I will show you how I do that. Okay, so look at this. See, it is definitely poofed up. I'm going to add that to the mixer. I have refilled my cup with 3/4 of a cup of more warm water, warm tap water. And make sure that it's warm and not hot, because you do not want to kill the yeast. Can't stress that enough. Go ahead and add that to our mixer. Give it a stir. Okay, now I'm going to take my spatula and make sure we get the flour in there good so it can mix well. And now we are going to add our very last ingredient, which is olive oil. We are going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. There is 1. And there is 2. Then we're going to mix our dough until it forms a ball, forms into a ball. I will show you how that looks, and you'll know. What I didn't mention is that I have 1/3 of a cup of flour sitting just in case there isn't enough flour. Also, a little bit of water. You may need a little bit of either. If your dough, of course, is too wet, you just add a little bit more flour. If it's too dry, just a little bit more water. You add the water a little at a time, both of them, because you don't want too much of either. So I'm going to continue mixing. Okay. It has formed a ball. Now we're going to take our bowl that we're going to proof this in. I'm going to add just a drop of olive oil, just enough to coat the pan. Gonna take nice clean hands and rub this all around in our bowl. And that's just in there to help to make sure that the our dough doesn't stick in a bowl. Show you this. See how it's formed into a nice little ball? Now we're just going to take that out and put it into our bowl. What you can do is take that and turn it over, and that way it'll be coated on both sides. Okay, now I've turned on my kettle. I'm going to flip open the lid, and that's going to help it steam. I'm going to take my bowl and sit that right next to it, and then I'm going to take my timer because I need a timer. I'm actually going to set my timer for 45 minutes so I can check on it in 45 minutes, because it should proof for 45 minutes to an hour, long enough until it doubles in size. And I mean, you see how it looks now. You will definitely know when it's doubled in size. Start that timer, and I'll be back when it's ready. Okay, it has been 45 minutes and still needs to rise some more, so I will reset my timer for an additional 15 minutes. Get that started, and as you can see, I have my steam going, and yeah, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay guys, it needed that extra 15 minutes. Check it out. Don't know if you can really tell, but it did rise some more. I'm going to move my kettle. And I have my pad. You can do what we're about to do just on your countertop. Okay. I didn't end up using all of the extra flour for the batter, so with clean hands, gonna put some flour on your surface. Gonna take the dough and divide it in half because this is enough dough for 2 pieces. And then we are going to shape our dough. You can use a rolling pin for this, but I just like using my hands. can even pick it up and kind of move it around some. It helps get it nice and stretched. Guys, this can be a really fun project. You can actually divide this dough into 4 pieces and let everyone make their own individual pizzas. You can have a pizza party and just lay out, have all of your toppings all ready to go, and just let everyone make what they like. For my husband and I, when we first got married, we would have pizza night every Monday night, but at that time I wasn't making homemade pizza dough. I'd go to the store and get the Red Baron pizza, and we would make our own gourmet pizza by buying feta cheese and vegetables like bell peppers and onions, and adding our own things to the already frozen pizza. And yeah, we would do that. Okay, next we're gonna get a little bit of our olive oil and add just a drop. To our pan. I'm going slow because I don't want to add too much. If you add too much, it's going to make your pizza dough. Oh, with clean hands, we're going to spread this on. I normally have round pizza pans, but I forgot to pick those up. So I'm going to take this and kind of spread it out on our pan. It's homemade, so there's nothing wrong with it looking homemade. But yeah, I'm gonna let this sit. You can, right now, you can put it straight in the oven. I par bake it for about 15-20 minutes. I have my oven preheated at 375. You can, like I said, bake it right now, but what I like to do is let it sit and rise for a little bit before I put it in the oven. But yeah, brings back a lot of memories making pizzas, because like I said, my husband and I would have pizza in a movie night every Monday while watching the show Everwood. Yeah. That was a long time ago. So yeah, just either go ahead, stick it straight in the oven, or leave it out and let it rise. I will be back.